Punters Show Part 3. Week ahead, boys.
Weekend.
Hawkesbury Tuesday, Warwick Farm Wednesday, Gosford Thursday, Tamworth and Taree Friday, Roseville Saturday. It's all happening.
Sava.
Yeah, so tomorrow rounds out 5 provincial Tuesdays in May.
Wow, that's been a lot, hasn't it? I thought we'd had a few.
Yeah, so every Tuesday in May has been
I
a provincial
can't.
meeting. And it's hollowed, hasn't it hollowed out?
I'm the only one
Thursdays
that's
with
been at all 5 in Australia, probably, besides a few bookies. It's hollowed out. It's really it's a really empty theatre. Bad planning. Don't work. No volume. No one wants to bet Tuesday. Just the racing
You
week.
were the only one there last Tuesday, Gosford, weren't you? Was there anyone else?
How small was I?
But what do they do? They look at racing and go, we've got a little bit too much. No one seems to be showing up. Let's add one.
No, they
they're
think
contracted.
more is better.
No, well, look, the problem is they're contracted to supply X number of meetings. The tab says, here's our agreement with you. 125 metropolitan meetings, which they've actually negotiated down, and 125 provincial meetings. But now we've got 115 metro meetings, and we've added 10 to the provincials in order to make up the number of programs. And so they're just like, well, we've got to run them because that's our agreement with the tab. I mean, what they do, well, they just never have the balls to renegotiate and say, look, no tab, we can't offer you this much product. It's not feasible.
No.
No.
Anyway, Hawkesbury tomorrow, Warwick Farm Wednesday will be interesting. 7 races. Gosford Thursday. Gosford Thursdays work a lot better than Gosford Tuesdays, and Tamworth and Taree on Friday. Roseville Saturday. Wow.
Now on Saturdays, well, we are back to Eagle Farm. What do you guys think about like when we haven't
We're
raced
back to
somewhere for
Eagle
a couple
Farm.
of
This is brand new. Like, I haven't been at Eagle Farm for 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
Since we were up there last
The
year.
whole
Was that
Queensland
last
Carnival
meeting,
last
the
year was a
last
doom.
race?
Can you fucking believe that they're going to reopen Eagle Farm on a major carnival day?
Oaks Day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look out for Dawny Perfect in the Oaks.
Ben doesn't care about these things. He just goes, let's bet.
That's all I think about.
Let's bet.
Oh, my cardigan. I'm going to get a real brown one with big number.
Buttons.
Line.
All right. Anyway,
I'll get the gay
I
looking
think
one.
that's
Get the old man one.
incredibly brave to reopen for a
Yeah,
for a carnival.
absolutely.
Yeah, well, it is brave, but anyway, let's see how it goes.
So how do you approach that? Like, how do you if you're betting in Brisbane, what?
Well,
What
I
do you
think-
do?
I'll be tournament betting.
Yeah, but I think turnover is going to suffer big time. Punters are going to go. Oh, we've got no Eagle Farm Farm here.
Eagle Farm Form.
That's the one.
You said it 3 times, Eagle Farm Farm.
The last time deliberately.
Oh, okay.
So surely they're going to be going, well,
Well, maybe Brisbane Racing should have, sent us a question here, ask Mark. Everyone else asked you fucking all week. I've seen so many questions.
Yeah.
Anyway, horses to follow. Let's go, champion.
yeah,
Dawny Perfect in the Oaks.
yeah. Chris has picked up a horse that had his first run back on Saturday called Thurston, who jumped beautifully.
I
Like
noticed him.
first to jump,
And then-
dragged back to the tail.
Yep.
Sickening.
Have a look round. Worked home well late.
Oh, yes. You know, Thurston has been a bit of an underachiever under Bryce, and Chris will.
It was a very unfashionable horse in that program, which I did notice from the parade. It improved maybe 3, maybe 5 lengths. Couldn't get it in my numbers because didn't get it a 1,000,000 chance. But just want to mention because if it does come down in class, it's a John Sargent horse. Poked him behind.
Coliseum King.
Coliseum King.
Oh,
Keep
how
your eye
well
on
did
it.
it parade?
Gee, it paraded well. So it needs to come back maybe to Wednesday class, or you might see it pop up somewhere. If it does, it'll be little Dickie Dora.
Right. I can't come to grips with that trainer. I think that Robble has done a great job with the horses he's got from John Sargent.
I think Robble's just done a great job.
He's a very good trainer, Robble.
My word. My word, yes. Okay, well, there's 2 horses. Now, Cock of the Week. Cock of the Week this week. Look, I'm just going to give them 3 points straight away. We'll talk about 2 and 1 later. But honestly, ATC, it was so great to see you do your complete balls there on Saturday with that bar you opened up. There was 2 bars there in the main ring on Saturday, but 1 bar, it was from here to 50 yards away. It staffed it with 10 to 12 barmen, big signs up where FPOS only at this bar, so you couldn't turn up with Australian currency and buy a drink there. It was on the way to walk into the toilets. It was so fantastic to walk past it all day watching it empty and no one there.
Fair
No one was there. They hardly sold a drink, which was great because there's barman, you've got to give them all 200 an afternoon when you're 150. So you've done 2,000 cold there with your idea of FPOS only. But how dare you get away from wanting to bring cash to the track? I mean, just the whole idea of FPOS only on a racetrack. It's the first time I've seen it at any sporting venue. Admittedly, there was another bar where you could pay cash, but I couldn't go up there with Australian currency and buy a beer. Not that I would have, but if I wanted to. Now we're barring Australian currency. Well done, ATC. What a stupid, stupid idea that is. What's next? FPOS only all over the track? Yeah, 4,600. Swipe.
Well, I think it's a recognition that not everyone's there to bet.
It's on its way, for sure.
It's a recognition that not everyone's there to bet. Because you know, it's this whole sort of cashless society idea that's slowly coming in. You know, more and more tap and go, all this sort of stuff around the place.
It'll be pay
so
wave to
this
bet.
is there because they know that not everyone's there to bet. So not everyone wants to be carrying around cash today. If you drink $7.80, you don't need that $2.
But don't we want people to have some money in their pocket to maybe be? You're never going to be exposed to betting if you haven't got a caser on you.
No.
You can't go tap and go 1,080 with Eric Conlon out the back, can you?
No.
Stars, you can't get your 1,000, it goes in your account. I mean, the whole idea, I find, not barring Australian currency is a disgrace.
Yeah.
It's a disgrace.
Well, it's the thin edge of the wedge.
It's like any bus I get onto, which I got a bus yesterday, which is another story altogether, and I just dared the bloke to fucking tell me it was Opal only. I fucking looked at him and I said, "Can I pay something?" He said, "Yeah, you can pay." And I thought, damn, this is going to be a good show for the
What we'll
Punisher.
do is we'll get a camera next time when you get on an Opal only bus.
So there is Opal only buses.
Yeah,
Most
peak out,
public
peak out,
transport
peak
is
out, peak
Opal
out.
only. Like there's ticket windows closed at train stations. Buses are Opal only.
Opal.
So you can't use Australian currency to
I
get through
think
society.
the idea is you
No.
put your Australian currency on your Opal card, and then you
That's
don't.
fucked up. That's wrong. That's fucking wrong.
Anyway,
Sooner I get on a fucking boat, invade Indonesia
when-
as a boat person going the other way, better off we'll all be.
Anyway,
That's my fucking
anyway,
idea.
we're driving Miss Macy is going to morph into Glenn on the buses.
Want to come on the bus?
It's a
Ken?
Uncle
sensational
Gus
idea.
would go.
Yeah. Oh, don't tell Jake. God, Jake, we're not doing that. Right? I know you're in fucking America. I'm not getting on a bus with old mate and a camera. Oh,
Right, who were 2 and 1 for the week? Out of your cock of the week?
well,
Just
they
out of
definitely
interest?
ATC were 3 there, but besides that, they've been, besides everything else out there, it's been really comfortable and good. So,
At Randwick.
I just ATC racing.
Yeah, I know, but they're not. They look, as you described earlier, with your flash, your blast from the past with the stubby wearing race goers.
We've lost all those people.
Yeah.
We should have a stubby only day, where everyone comes out in stubbies and drinks stubbies all day. That'd be a great day. Out there with my little
Stubby
chicken
day.
legs. Aaron could be out there with his work shave legs. Fucking hell. Who's 2 and 1? What do you got 2 for cock? Anything?
No, I've got
Hurdles.
Oh, the hurdle race definitely 2. Well done, Matt
Yes,
Taylor, 2. No wonder
yes.
you're here. That
You do a
was
credit for Josh PK.
Yeah.
You got to do the credit. We need a credit, the 3-point creded.
You like the 3-point credit? Who
I
did I give
like
it to before? Mitchell Bell's the only one so far, right?
Our mate's got one for putting his 1.3 on a horse.
That was outstanding, Luke. 1.3. Look, don't forget the tournament this Saturday. It's so important. It's so important. And also, this is the 3rd round of the golf tournament this week. You'll hear more of it, Glenn Gould, but you've really got to mount some sort of campaign to get into the last round with some bickies. Even though you can still win from nowhere in the last round, but it will be nice to have your first bet's 400,000 on the 4th day, which I hope my first bet is. Even if you go out, you're still having the 400,000.
It's a drill.
Turn
Yeah, it's a
400
drill.
into 2 million, isn't it?
Because honestly, you can have 400,000 something at $5, and you're watching the horse thinking this horse is a good chance to win me 100 grand.
Yeah,
Because if you can post early,
yeah.
they mightn't catch. The disappointment of the tournament's been Young Kings, not seen.
Really?
Yeah, it hasn't been seen.
Yeah, he sort of goes quiet this time of year, doesn't he?
Waterhouse's man's up there again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pete,
yeah.
what?
Whatever his name is, yeah, old mate.
Pete from Byron Bay.
Pete from Moran Bay, there he is. He's in about 6 or 7 spot. He posted a good score on the weekend. And, all
So where are
the...
you sitting now?
I'm about 9th, 8th or 9th. I don't know.
Bad season.
It doesn't matter where you are. If you're, as long as you're in the top 50, you've got a
With a
good
bang.
chance to win the tournament. The leaders aren't going to win. And like I said, when I was 1st and 2nd the first week, I said on the show, me and that bloke are genuine 100 to 1 chances. It's a field of 1,000. It's a lot of people.
Sure is.
And a Pearl, I was only thinking this morning, I was in the shower. It's been 6 years of Pearls. So all you people that follow Mark's Pearls, and Christ knows half of you are fucking asking questions. Outstanding performance after all these years to have another ring.
So I made mention previously of the fact that 1,000-metre races, of which we see many more 1,000-metre races these days than we used to. Once upon a time, metropolitan programs didn't even have 1,100-metre races. Now we've got a bloody, the programs are full of 1,100 or 1,000-metre races. 1,000 metres is such a specialist distance, and you've so sort of got to be there that 1,000 metres can override the bias.
Yeah.
In a lot of cases, it's such a specialist thing on its own.
Yeah.
So that's not only can it override something that's happening on the day, but for the future, 1,000 metre races have really got to be left to their own devices. 1,000 metres gets 1,000 metre form. If you see a horse with 1,000 metre form going into an 1,100 or 1,200, just ignore that 1,000 metre race. Like, look at its other form by all means, but ignore what it's done in that 1,000 metre race, unless it's like out of play in that race.
Yeah.
1,000 metre form only exists for 1,000 metres, and because it's such a specialist thing, it doesn't mean that a swoopers track will necessarily produce, or a wide barriers track will necessarily produce a horse from those situations to win the race.
It's a great pull.
Very good.
Very good. All right, let's end the Punter Show. I want to thank Matt Taylor too. He's been doing a wonderful job. We don't need Dal. Stay in China with your hair transplant. You'll be sweet. Mark, you're sensational.
Thanks,
You're
Mark.
even becoming more and more bearable as you get older, Aaron, which is good. And look, you know, this week it's a very important week at Top Better. It's a very important week for the tournament. And me and Young Aaron will be doing some shows and some
We might do
strategies during the
blind
week.
cardigans together. That's a new one for Jake.
We're not doing any more shows, Jake. That's it. I've done a million shows. See you next week.